Y in the morning right here on Y254. We do hope that you are enjoying the show so far. We are doing this all the way till 10 a.m. every single weekday, Monday to Friday. My name is Shiko Kaitani, and earlier on we did have Barry Moses with a gospel artist known as Penina for Pearl, starting off our show on an inspirational note. Now, seeing how this is Women's Wednesday, it's all about the ladies right about now, and in studio with me is a young Kenyan entrepreneur who has been living and working in South Africa for the past 6 years, but is now back home to set up her new menstrual cup business known as the Grace Cup. So ladies, we are in for a treat. Welcome to studio, Madame Ebby Weyime.
Thank you. Thank you, Sana.
It's great to have you.
Great to be here.
Okay, so I'm just so curious. My first question would be, how did you land on this as a business concept? Of all the things to do.
But then I was still living in South Africa, and I had a problem with, I used to use tampons, and I had a problem with it leaking all the time. And because I stopped using pads a long time ago, I was like, surely there has to be another option out there. Like, it keeps leaking, which means I have to use a panty liner all the time. So I was like, and I felt imprisoned by it. So I went on Google like everybody else, and I was like, what's the other option? There has to be some other option out there. Then I came across a menstrual cup, but by then the only options that I saw were being sold in the States and the UK. And I was like, well, is there a local option? Can I get it in South Africa? Because then importing it and all that's going to take time and money. So I found a local company that was actually producing the menstrual cup.
Oh, right.
So I looked at it and I was like, you know what, it's a brilliant idea. Let me do my own research and let me dig deep into it and see if because it's not the kind of product that you just see it and be like, yeah, I want one. Well, there are few people who are like that. There are few very open-minded. I find the young girls especially, they're very open-minded to new ideas and new things. But then I read more about it and I was like, yeah, let me give it a go.
Okay.
And then I tried it once and I was like, oh my God, why did it take me so
long?
Yes, it was God sent. It was amazing.
Really?
And then I came, and then I came home for the holidays and I was asking my friends, like, do you guys know about the cup? And everyone was like, nope, what is that?
What
no,
is that?
No. And everyone was like, no. So when I went back to Cape Town, I was like, you know what? This is an opportunity. Because I was like, so many girls in SA are using it. So many girls all over the world are using it. Why is it that Kenyan girls have not embraced it? And there's no side effects to it as opposed to pads and tampons. So I was like, this is a gap and this is an opportunity and I'm going to take it. And here we are.
Then I guess we need to tell all the ladies watching, take a notepad and a pen right now because you need these notes. Gentlemen, just sit on the side and listen. Listen to what we go through. Okay, so let's talk about how you started up the business, how difficult was it for you to actually penetrate the Kenyan market with this concept?
Well, we're very young. We're a month old. Penetrating the market, I can say I'm still step by step. I'm still getting there. But setting it up, I guess coming from my background as a model and an actor, I looked at myself as a business person on my own. I was the brand and I was the product. So I already had that mind in me already. And coming in, I just decided, you know what, let's just give it a go. I'm just the kind of person who I see a good idea, I take it, I run with it. Wherever it takes me, that's where it takes me.
Okay. And so because I know even as young people, we want ideas and we want to know how other people are doing it, how they are able to start up. So what was the process like in a nutshell? You know, is it just a license that you had to get? Did you have to get a loan? Did you save up?
I think with any business, unless you're inheriting your fortunes, there's always the money aspect of it. But what I believe is, it doesn't matter what, even if you want to run a multi-billion-dollar company, you all start with a single penny. You start with a step. So I was like, even if I'm going to be selling I'm gonna start with 1 cup. That's where I'm gonna start.
Okay.
So I came in with a little bit of savings from SA, but then it quickly ran out, and then I had to now start borrowing from family and friends.
Right.
And when I say borrowing, it is a loan. It's something that I'm paying back.
Yes.
So it's not free money.
Yeah.
So and I think also getting a loan, especially if you're working for yourself as a sole proprietor, when you're borrowing from banks and from family and friends, it keeps you in check, because then you have to know, I have to sell because my business is in debt, and I have to pay back this money that I still own. So I guess to some extent it was a good thing, because now it keeps me on toes, because I know I have a deadline, I have to pay this, I have to pay
targets.
for that. I have targets, as opposed to just having my own money and just doing what I feel like doing.
Great. Okay, so what do we have here? Before you demonstrate, at least give us something, an intro into your product there. Let me have one.
Yeah.
Let me hold one of these. So this is called
the Grace Cup.
Okay, so I like the name. How did you come up with it?
It was quite a process, actually.
Yeah.
I looked for so many names, and every time I test it with a few friends, I'd be like, no. Actually, I wanted to call it the Ebby Cup.
The Ebby Cup, after you? Okay.
That's what I wanted to do. But then I was advised, no, you don't want to put your name on it, blah, blah, blah. So I just, because I'm the kind of person who does lots of yoga and meditation, and I was like, you know what? During one of my meditations, it will come to me. I was like, I'm not going to push it. It will come to me. And I was just sitting at my apartment one day, and the name Grace just popped up.
And you were like, that's
Grace. Yeah. And then I was like, to me, Grace, just when I think of Grace, I think of something pure, something clean, something
very
holy,
feminine.
Something graceful, you know. And then I told my friends, oh, I'm going to call it Grace. And then they're like, oh, so you named it after yourself after all. Then it hit me, oh, my middle name is Grace.
Is it?
I swear I was not thinking in those lines. I was not thinking about naming it after myself. But then I was like, that's the name.
Okay. All right. So why would anyone switch to this from, you know, what we are used to, which is pads and tampons? Why switch to the Grace Cup?
Yes. So to start off, our tagline is the Grace Cup is freedom from pads and tampons. Even with me, when I started, all I knew was you either use a pad or you use a tampon.
Right.
You know? So the first thing, a cup, this 1 cup, is going to last you 10 years.
Oh.
So as opposed to a pad or tampon that you buy every month, this one is gonna last you 10 years. So it's sustainable.
Yes.
It's a sustainable option.
Yeah.
Because we have this, I don't know if you've met them, but there are these people who are always contributing, donate a pad, donate money for pads, donate. I used to do that.
Right.
Even before I knew about the cup.
Okay.
I used to do that because I was like, you know what, it's something that's essential. A girl cannot help herself from getting a period.
Right.
It's something that just happens. So at some point, like, I kept donating and donating. Then at some point I was like, guys, there has to be another option out there. Like, I cannot keep, I mean, there are other people who are also donating, but we cannot keep doing this every other month. You know, every month donate.
People standing outside malls saying,
which
please
I
donate.
think it's a brilliant idea.
Great,
but then I'm like, we need a more sustainable option. So when I first heard about the cup, I was like, oh my God, this is the solution. I give this girl 1 cup, and she doesn't have to come back to me for 10 years.
She's set.
And hopefully by those 10 years, she'll be more independent, and she can be able to buy her own cup, and hopefully pay it forward and buy a cup to another girl who cannot do it.
Oh,
you know?
that's a great idea.
So, yes, apart from it being sustainable, the other thing about it, you know, as opposed to a pad or a tampon that absorbs a woman's menses, a cup actually collects your menses. So there are no chemicals, because, you know, there's a huge campaign right now with pads and tampons to start telling women what they're inserting, what they're inserting inside their vaginas, because there's lots of bleaches and chemicals that, and so many girls don't know about it. So many girls don't know about TSS.
That's actually what I was going to bring up. Yes, when we talk about TSS, which is toxic shock syndrome, that comes with using tampons, we're talking about this not having any side effects.
Yes, simply because there are no chemicals. This is made from 100% medical grade silicone.
Okay.
So it's the kind of silicone that they use in catheters in hospitals. And most people, when I say silicone, they look at it and it looks like plastic, so they think it's plastic.
Yeah.
But it's not plastic. Silicone is a kind of, you know, the pacifiers for
babies.
babies.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the same.
Oh, okay.
That kind of material.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's not plastic. That's silicone. And this is exactly what this is as well. So it's very safe for a woman.
Yeah.
The cup has been there since the 1930s.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
So it's
okay.
a pretty, like, people look at it like it's a new product.
That's a did you know point right there. Yeah. Okay.
So I'm like, I wish I invented this cup, but I didn't.
Yeah.
It's been there since the 1930s. It's just that it's only recently that more and more women are now moving towards using a cup and moving away from pads and tampons.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So in terms of the cost, what are we looking at? What am I saving by getting this cup?
Okay, so for a woman who uses a pad, on average, you might spend more, you might spend less, but on average, you're going to spend around 150 shillings a month.
Okay.
So in a year, you're going to spend 1,800 shillings just buying pads. We're not including liners, we're not including anything else, just buying a pad for 150 shillings.
Wow.
In 10 years, you would have spent 18,000 shillings just buying pads. If you're buying tampons, you're spending around 250 shillings
Yeah, that's
a month.
true.
In 10 years, you're going to spend, guess how much?
How much?
30,000 shillings.
Wow.
Just buying
Tampons alone.
Yeah, you have to budget your tampons peke yake. This cup is going for 3,000 shillings.
Yes.
And it's going to last you 10 years.
So
Guaranteed. It's going to last you 10 years. So you're looking at this as an investment.
As an investment, yes,
Exactly.
that's right. Yeah.
Because when you're buying your pads, you're unalipa pole pole. You know, you're paying 150
every month. Yeah.
But when you're buying a cup, then you pay it once and you never have to think about it again.
Yeah, I suppose you know when you're buying either your tampons or your pads, it's one of those expenses that you don't really think about. It's just like it's 150, you know. But when you actually do an accumulative figure of how much you're probably spending in a year, you're like, what? Am I spending that much? Yeah, that's when it hits you. Yeah.
Yes. When I first thought about it, I was like, wow, that's a lot of money. I can imagine what I can do with 30,000 shillings right now. If someone gave me cash, this is 30K. I could do a lot with 30,000 shillings right now.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
And it's a good point that you brought up. We're lucky and we're privileged, and we thank God that when it's time for our periods, we just think, oh, it's my period, let me go to the shop and just buy a pad.
Yeah.
But there's someone out there who, when it's time for their period, that's 150 shillings.
Yeah, and they're not.
That is a lot of money for them. You can imagine. You cannot even afford money for food for your kids. How are you going to go buy pads?
It's true.
So that's why you see women using blankets and mattresses and things like that. And it really lowers your dignity as a woman.
Yeah.
Just knowing this is something that you cannot help. It's something that is not bad for you. Something that it's just part of your biology that you cannot help.
Yeah.
And you're being forced to pay 150 just for your dignity.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So if we can and that's why I'm looking at partnering with NGOs and people like that, and also people who can donate cups to women, so that, you know, if you're helping this woman, it's like the saying where they say, help a woman, give a man a fish or teach a man how to fish. Which one is better? Teach them how to fish so that they can go and do their own thing. You don't have to be there all the time. So this is the same way as teaching the man, as teaching the woman how to fish. So it's kind of there's a huge taboo around it, and people don't want to talk about it. Even when you have a small leak, it's so embarrassing, and it's like it's the end of the world for you. But it shouldn't be. Like accidents happen. You can leak sometimes, you know, and it's not
something to be
ashamed about. It's an accident that happened. It was not intentional.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay, so before we talk more about the kind of outreach work that you want to do or you're hoping to get into with the Grace Cup, you have to demonstrate this for, because I'm not, you need, the first question is like, this has to go up there? All the way up there? In there? Okay.
That was my question as well. When I first heard about the cup, and I was like, that's impossible. I was like, it looks too big. I don't know. And you know, on camera, it always looks huge.
Yes.
On camera, it always looks huge. So first things first.
Yes.
This is the standard size.
This is the standard size. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yes, there's different sizes.
Yes,
oh, okay. So this is the little one.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's the standard size, and that's the small size.
Okay.
So the standard size holds 18 ml.
Okay.
Sorry, the standard size holds 27 ml.
Yeah.
The small size holds 18 ml.
Okay.
So it's usually how you know which one is the right one for you. Are you heavy flow or are you light flow?
Okay.
So for light flow and for teenagers, you can use the small size.
The small one. Okay.
And for the heavy flow, then you use the standard size.
Oh.
And it's amazing, like because I'm heavy flow, and I was like, how many times will I have to change this cup?
Yeah.
And for me, I insert it in the morning, and I only have to take it out in the evening.
Really?
Yeah.
But I'm trying to think, how uncomfortable is this? I mean, are you constantly just like, okay, and then you have a funny walk?
Yes, I remember the first time I wore a tampon.
Yeah. Almost the same feeling. So, yeah, is it uncomfortable?
No, it is actually one of the ways to know that you haven't inserted it properly is if you can feel it.
Yeah.
You should not be able to feel it.
Okay.
So the main idea behind a cup is a woman's life should continue as normal.
Yeah.
Your day should not be disrupted because you have a period. If you're planning on going for an all-white party, you still wear your cup and you still wear your white outfit and you still go. Your day should never be changed or altered because you have your period.
Yeah, and if you're going swimming?
Oh, this is perfect for swimming. Because as you can see the material, actually, let me now do the demo. That was a good question. So for you to insert it, first, you fold it, you flatten it like that, you flatten, and then you fold it.
Okay.
Like this.
So it's almost tampon size.
It is tampon size.
Yeah.
I wish I carried a tampon today for you to actually see the two sizes. But if you check my Instagram, I put a picture side by side between a tampon and a cup.
So you can see almost the radius or the, you know, it's pretty much the same. Okay.
It's the same as a tampon.
Okay.
So you fold it. And for today's demonstration, I'm going to use a glass.
Okay.
Of course, it's bigger than a woman's vagina, but for the purposes of demonstration, and you know, it's see-through, so you can actually see.
Yes, okay.
So most women think that the vaginas are sorry, let me put this down. They think that the vaginas are straight, like this.
Yeah.
But when you start using a cup, you realize it's not straight. Actually, a woman's vagina is slightly slanted.
Yes, it is. Okay.
It is not. It is not straight. And onto that topic, it's such a shame that I was watching a video and someone was saying it's such a shame that your boyfriend or your husband knows you better than you know yourself, because most girls don't know that the vaginas are not like this. The vaginas are actually slanted. It goes in like that. It doesn't go in like this.
Yes, and I think we need to put a pin on it that women need to love, embrace, and even know their bodies more.
Yes,
you need to get more intimate with yourself.
Yes, it is very important. So what you do is you fold it like that. So this is called the C fold because it forms
like
a letter C.
Yeah.
And then finding a comfortable position, usually just squatting works, or for some women, you raise one leg up. Whichever way is comfortable for you.
The cameraman want to collapse right now.
And then when it's like this, you insert.
Yes.
So you're squatting and then you insert and then you just let it go and it opens like a flower.
Wow.
And then now you find, now this is where it depends on every individual.
Yes.
Find where it's comfortable, where it's sitting comfortable for you.
Yes, yes.
So you insert it, you find it where it's comfortable, and then that's how it's going to sit.
Okay.
So that's how it's going to sit, and then it's just going to be collecting, just collecting all your menses. So you see, it's not absorbing anything.
Yeah, it's not.
So that's how it sits. And then there are these 4 holes. Let me just take it out.
Right.
There are 4 holes. I don't know if the camera can pick it up. There are 4 holes on the cup.
Yeah.
So these 4 holes they use.
Yeah. There you go.
So the 4 holes all around.
Yeah.
And those 4 holes they use as a seal.
Okay.
So they create a seal so that there's nothing that goes in, nothing comes out, not even air.
Oh.
So that's why there are no leakages with a cup.
Okay.
So there's no chance of you don't have to keep checking.
Yeah.
Let me check, and you have to tie your sweater around
Yeah.
when you're in high school. No.
Yeah.
There's no use for that.
Wow,
because these 4 holes they ensure that a seal has been created around your vaginal canal.
Yeah.
And that it's completely in place. It doesn't move. It sits there. That's why it's even perfect for sports.
Right.
People who are very active.
Yeah.
This is the exact thing that they need.
Okay.
So to demonstrate now.
Yes.
So let's assume you've been in for a few hours. Let me take it back in.
Okay. Right. Okay.
So it has been sitting, it
Yeah.
has been collecting, right?
Yeah.
And now it's time to take it out.
Right.
Yeah. So it's like that.
Okay.
Like I said, depending on how you position it.
Yeah.
So it might not sit like.
Yeah, I was going to be quite concerned about, okay, so when it comes to taking it out, is like.
Yeah. So when it comes to taking it out, first of all, hygiene is very key. Whether you're using a pad or a tampon or whatever, it's very key. So always wash your hands.
Wash your hands.
Have clean hands. And then when it comes to taking it, again, take a comfortable position.
Right.
Usually squatting is your best position. And then what you do is, you see this base.
Right.
There's the base right there.
Yeah.
You hold it and then you pinch it.
Okay.
By pinching it, you will release the seal that you created.
Okay.
So if you try and yank it, I mean, it will come out, but it will be and it will also be painful.
Okay.
Because you know the seal created a sanction it's holding everything in very tight to make sure that there's no spillage, there's no
so it's airtight almost.
Yes.
As if,
yeah.
So,
So what you now do is you pinch it. You pinch it. The moment you pinch it, you've removed you've taken out the seal.
Yeah.
It releases the seal. Then you just twist it and then pull it out.
Right.
You pull it out like that.
Okay, so that
and then you just pour out. You just pour out your contents in the toilet.
And
then just rinse it with just plain water.
Yeah.
Just rinse it with water. If you don't have water, just toilet paper. Where you are, just rinse. Just wipe it with some toilet paper and then rinse it.
Wow.
Yeah. And then when your period is done, whether you're going for 2 days, whether you're going for 8 days, when your period is done, just take sufuria, then put it in some water, and then just boil it. You don't even need
sterilize
to
it.
sterilize.
Ah, okay.
So you don't even need soap or whatever.
Yeah.
Just sterilize. Just boil it for 2 to 5 minutes.
Okay.
But if the option of boiling is not available to you for whatever reasons, because even in South Africa now they're introducing it to prisons.
Oh, okay.
Because you know people don't think about women in prison.
Yeah.
I mean, they still get their period.
Yes.
So when you get such big masses, then it's kind of difficult to have them boiling every day. So what you can do is you can take just very hot water and just
put it in a cup.
Put it in a cup.
Yeah.
And then just put in whatever antiseptic, maybe Dettol, Savlon, whatever. Put it in and then just let it sit for 10 minutes.
Okay.
And that's fine.
All right. And then when it comes to store, you can just put it in a simple bag.
It comes in cute little bags. We have
I know.
colors.
I was like, oh my gosh, this is the cutest thing I've seen.
Yeah. So they come in different bags.
Yeah.
And
this
you
is
just
nice.
Keep
and
it
very
inside.
stylish. She's got like little Ankara bags for all these.
These are locally made, actually.
Oh, very nice. Yeah.
So you just keep it in your bag and you keep it and you wait for your next period.
You just wait.
Actually, it gets very exciting for me. I find, especially when you're still learning, because there's a bit of a learning curve when it comes to. But even when it comes to tampon or a pad, even if you remember your first period, you didn't just put on your pad and then you're like, oh yeah,
I'm happy.
I'm perfect in doing this.
Yes.
It's never like that.
I know, because you've got the pad that makes you feel like you're wearing a nappy and you're a baby all over again.
That diaper
and
thing.
Then
I can't. My gosh.
And then of course with the tampon a bit uncomfortable. So
especially when you have to take it out and it's not full.
Okay.
I mean, the moment you start using a cup, and I'm not saying it because I'm selling it. I'm saying it because it's the truth, and you can ask any other cup user.
Right.
The moment you start using a cup, you can never go back.
Really?
It's impossible.
But,
like I see people using a pad or a tampon, I'm like, oh, people still use those.
Is that so outdated to you?
I know.
But you know, the thing is, I know that this is, for me, learning curve, very interesting, and probably even will try it at some point, very soon, yes. But how is the reception, even with the ladies? I know, first of all, you're very bold for even talking about it and even using yourself as an example, talking about the kind of flow that you have and, you know, your experience with it. But how are women taking this? Are they kind of are they too shy to try something like this out?
There's always, I was watching, it's funny that you're asking me that question, because I was watching this entrepreneurship video by Kawasaki, and he was categorizing some clients as agnostics, believers, and non-agnostics, believers, and atheists. And I was like, oh my God, the cup is perfect for that illustration, because there's some people who, doesn't matter what you say, doesn't matter all the benefits that you give them, doesn't matter, they're team pad. and that's it.
I like that. Yeah, yeah.
Just,
team pad.
They don't want to listen to anything.
Yeah.
You haven't even pitched it. You haven't even told them what it is about. Because I'm like, maybe the cup is not for you, but at least tell a friend.
Yes.
You know, tell someone else. I'm like, just let girls out there know that there is another option.
Yes.
That's all I'm saying. You don't have to use it, but at least know that there's now freedom from pads and tampons.
Yes.
You don't have to be stuck to it.
Okay.
And then the agnostics who are just like, I'm not very sure.
Yeah, yeah.
I will go and do my research first. I'll go and Google and go and watch YouTube. And I'm like, I encourage it.
Yes.
I'm like,
go read about it for yourself.
Read it.
Yeah.
Go read it. Go ask your gynecologist. Go do your own research. You don't have to take my word for it. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to tell you. Go do your research, then come back to me.
Right.
And most of them have done it and they've come back and they're like, you know what, I'm going to try it.
Yes.
And at first it would be, I'm scared, and they'll be calling me because I always tell them I'm free for you to ask me any questions. If you have any doubts or if you have whatever, just call me and let me know. And sometimes I'll get calls with girls in the bathroom. They're like, oh my God, I think it's stuck. I think it's not coming out. I'm like, okay, first of all,
calm down.
Yeah. And that's what I always tell girls.
Yes.
One thing that you can be sure about, your cup or your tampon can never disappear inside your vagina.
Yeah.
It's not the Bermuda Triangle. It will never disappear. It will always be. So girls are always freaking out.
Ebby, you're hilarious. It's not the Bermuda Triangle, okay?
Haita Malaysia.
Yes.
Haita Malaysia ukondani. Don't worry. The cup will always be there. So I'm like, and the first thing, even when you go to a gynecologist, the first thing that they tell you is relax.
Yes.
The moment they want to examine you, because what girls don't realize is the muscles, they're very powerful.
Right.
You know, and it all starts in the mind. So the moment you just freak out and the moment you're just stressed about it, what it does, it holds your cup.
Wow. Yes. Yeah. Yes.
So I'm just like, okay, are you relaxed? They're like, I'm relaxed. I'm telling you, I'm relaxed.
She's definitely
like,
not relaxed. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm like, you have to relax.
Okay.
Just be sure that the cup will never disappear. Okay. You can't be guaranteed about that. You just have to relax, and when you relax, your muscles will just release it.
Yeah.
And also the second thing is sometimes you can reach and you can maybe feel the stem, because that's the other thing as well.
Yeah.
This is called the stem.
Yeah.
The stem should also be inside.
Right.
So most girls are like, yeah, but because they want this as a guarantee. Because especially after using tampons for a while, you always know you have a tampon because of the string.
The string
that's
coming
hanging.
out. Yeah.
So this is actually, most of the time, there are actually some cups that come without this called the stem, without a stem.
Yeah.
Because you don't really need it.
Yeah.
And the thing about the cup is it should be completely discreet. That's why most models, even when you're in Cape Town, when they're having their periods and you're having a bikini shoot, you know, you're not going to stop a whole shoot because you're having a period. So a cup was perfect because it's completely discreet.
Yeah, and you don't want the whole situation with the tampon and the string out. I mean, it's
you don't want any of that. So what usually happens, there's a cup that you're holding without this one.
Stem,
so if you can notice, there's one with a stem, there's one without a stem. Yeah. So as I said, every woman is different. So I noticed when I first started using the cup, some women during their period, the cervix is lowered, so they have a lower cervix as opposed to others. So when I inserted the cup, I would sit down and I would feel this stem poking me. And I would sit and I'm like, hey, this is not comfortable. Then I went back online. Then I got the option. They said, oh, if that's the case for you, what you do, just take a pair of scissors and just cut it.
Okay.
So how I use my cup, I don't use it with a stem.
Okay.
But what I usually advise every woman, because you're still learning, first try it with the stem. See if it's uncomfortable. If you can feel it's uncomfortable, then take it out. You don't really need it. And what you do, like I said before, you just reach in, pinch, and then just take it out. Okay. And usually sometimes when you're squatting, you might feel like you're grabbing it, but you're not really reaching it. You cannot. You don't have a grip to it. What I usually say is, assume you're going number 2. Push as if you're going number 2. Usually it lowers. It lowers your cup. Because some girls usually say, another common question is, do I have to take the cup out every time I pee? So, and that's also what tells me most girls don't know the anatomy, because a woman does not have 2 holes. A woman has 3 holes. So you have one for going number 2, and then you have your vaginal hole where your cup goes in. And then you have your urethra where you're peeing from. So you don't have to take out your cup every time you go to pee, because everyone's like, yeah, but it's an inconvenience because I have to take it out. I'm like, no.
No, you don't. And it's perfect. And the stem's not out, so you're good. Okay.
Exactly.
All right. So, Ebby, I know we're running out of time, but real quick, where can ladies find more information about this? How can they get in touch with you in the event that they want the Grace Cup? And how much, like again, you said earlier on, but maybe you can repeat what the price is and where they can source this product from.
We're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, and we're also on YouTube. Okay. And I encourage people to go to our YouTube videos because I make videos every week with different questions about, I have this problem with the cup, I have this and that. Yes. And on all social media platforms, we are the Grace Cup. Okay. So the Grace Cup on YouTube, the Grace Cup on Facebook, the Grace Cup on Instagram. Okay, okay. Yeah. And the cup goes for 3,000 shillings.
All right, 3,000 bob. 3,000. Okay, all right. So I hope the ladies who are watching this have definitely learned something new today. I sure have, and I'm very interested. I'm just talking to Ebby off air about giving out a Grace Cup. We can give out one. Yes, we can give out a Grace Cup on the show. So you need to holler at the Y in the Morning team. Let us know if this is something that you would want to try, why you feel that you've bought the idea and you are willing to see these other options that are out there apart from the common ones that we've got that ladies are more or less, can we say, bound to? Yes. All right, so the Grace Cup is definitely available and is for sale. Be sure to get in touch with us through our Instagram, our Twitter, and our Facebook pages as well in case you want to get in touch with Ebby. That is Y254 channel on Instagram, Y254 TV on Instagram, Y254 channel on Twitter, sorry about that, and Y254 simply on Facebook. Ebby, thank you so much for passing by.
You're welcome.
We do appreciate it. You're welcome. Okay, all hail the Grace Cup. This is so cute.
Yeah.